Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you've been thinking about getting into 3D printing, this might be one of the best deals you'll see this year. This is the FlashForge AD5X, a high-speed, multicolor 3D printer that comes in at a very affordable price compared to other high-speed multicolor printers on the market. I've been using this printer for a while now, and in this video, I'll be sharing my honest experience, what I like, what I don't like, and who this printer is actually for. I'll also show real single color and multicolor print tests so you can see how it really performs in real-world use. By the end of this video, you'll be able to decide for yourself whether this printer is worth buying or not. Without further ado, let's get started. The printer comes almost fully assembled right out of the box and is well protected with thick foam packaging. All you need to do is remove the foam, then install the touchscreen, the IFS system, and the filament guide tubes. The touchscreen is pre-mounted on the front of the printer. To install it, just remove the locking screws, lift the screen up, and slide it into the mounting slot on the top frame. While this setup is convenient, I would have preferred the touchscreen to come in a separate package, but functionally it works just fine. Next is the IFS system, FlashForge's multicolor filament solution for the AD5X. It mounts onto a dedicated plate on top of the printer frame. Simply place it in position, make sure it's aligned, and connect the filament tubes to the extruder. The AD5X supports up to 4 filament spools mounted on one side, all feeding into the IFS module. To load filament, feed it into the bottom of the IFS until the system grabs it automatically. It can feel a bit awkward at first because the spool holder is spring-loaded, but once everything is set up, filament changes are easy. The IFS automatically cuts and retracts filament, making color changes quick and hassle-free. The final step before powering on is removing the shipping screws from the corners of the heated bed. Once those are out, the printer is ready to go. The AD5X uses the same frame design as the older AD5MP. It's an open frame printer, which makes it really easy to access for day-to-day printing, maintenance, and general troubleshooting. This design is especially convenient if you frequently change filament, make quick adjustments, or work on multiple prints back-to-back. FlashForge also offers an optional enclosure upgrade for the AD5X. This is particularly useful if you plan to print temperature-sensitive materials, such as ABS or ASA, where stable temperatures and airflow control are crucial. Personally, I mainly print with PLA, so the base version works perfectly fine for me. The FlashForge AD5X comes with a 220 by 220 by 220 mm build volume, the same size we've already seen on the AD5 and the AD5M Pro. It can heat the nozzle up to 300 degrees Celsius and the bed up to 110 degrees. This means it should be able to handle most engineering-grade filaments like ABS, ASA, PETG, nylon, and even polycarbonate without much trouble. FlashForge also claims print speeds of up to 600 millimeters per second, with acceleration reaching 20,000 millimeters per second squared. Those numbers sound impressive on paper, but we'll need real-world testing to see how well the printer actually performs. The most interesting part, though, is that FlashForge says the AD5X can print 95 ATPU using its multicolor system. That's something you don't usually see in this category, and it definitely helps the AD5X stand out. The FlashForge AD5X uses a CoreXY system, where 2 motors work together to move the print head on both X and Y. This keeps the motion system light, so the printer can move faster with less vibration. After using it for a while, I found that the AD5X prints noticeably faster and is also quieter compared to many other printers. The crossed belt design helps keep everything stable and compact. For the Z-axis, the AD5X uses 3 belt-driven lead screws, which helps keep the bed stable and layer height consistent, especially on taller prints and long print sessions. The AD5X uses a direct drive extruder with a quick change 0.4 mm brass nozzle. The front cover is magnetic, so it is easy to remove for maintenance. FlashForge also sells optional nozzles in 0.24, 0.4, 0.6, and 0.8 millimeter sizes. With a maximum temperature of 280 degrees Celsius, the hot end is capable of printing most common filament types. Cooling is handled by a front-mounted fan. It provides balanced airflow around the nozzle. This helps keep layers smooth and details crisp. The menu system on the FlashForge AD5X follows the same user-friendly design as the Adventurer series. It uses a 4.3-inch touchscreen with a simple and intuitive interface. Even for beginners, it is easy to navigate. You can quickly access basic functions like printer calibration, filament loading, and filament unloading. One thing to note is that the screen uses a resistive touchscreen. Because of that, it is not very responsive when using your finger. I personally use a pen or stylus, and it works much better. Hopefully, FlashForge improves this in future models. The AD5X features several important electrical components. Here are some of the key ones. The motherboard uses a dual-core CoreXY processor with 8 GB of built-in storage. It also comes with silent stepper drivers and supports both 2.4 and 5 GHz Wi-Fi. On the firmware side, it supports features like pressure compensation, automatic leveling, vibration compensation, and extruder temperature calibration, also known as PID tuning. The AD5X also uses a pressure sensor for bed leveling. With one click, the printer automatically measures the distance between the nozzle and the build plate. Based on that data, it applies automatic compensation without any manual adjustment. There is no need for leveling tools or manual Z-offset tuning. This helps ensure a clean and consistent first layer every time. Overall, the FlashForge AD5X is a great choice for anyone just getting into the 3D printing world, especially if you're interested in both single-color and multicolor printing. This printer handles single-color printing really well, from small parts to medium-sized prints. And when it comes to multicolor printing, the IFS system works extremely well. It handles automatic filament switching smoothly, making 4-color printing much easier than you'd expect at this price. The CoreXY motion system is fast and stable. Print quality is solid, and it supports a wide range of materials, including flexible filament. Setup is simple, and features like auto bed leveling and power loss recovery help keep the overall experience stress-free. That said, there are a few downsides to be aware of. The resistive touchscreen doesn't feel as responsive as a modern capacitive screen, so navigation can feel a bit clunky at times. The base version also lacks built-in LED lighting and a camera, which makes print monitoring less convenient right out of the box. And because it's an open-frame printer, it's not ideal for high-temperature materials, and multicolor prints do produce extra filament waste due to purging. At the end of the day, if your priority is affordable and easy multicolor printing, the FlashForge AD5X delivers great value. Just keep in mind the trade-offs that come with its price point. That's the end of this video. Hopefully, after watching it, you'll have a clearer idea of whether this printer is right for you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.